Hello, as you can tell from the title, today we're going to explore everything about All and what he has created. If you're new, All is an original character, the glitch of the multiverse, who resembles Alastor but has a kind nature. Now let's begin. The Holy Backhand All didn't create this weapon out of necessity, but out of pure amusement. The idea alone made him laugh. A weapon designed not for elegance or strategy, but simply to backhand something with overwhelming divine force. Despite its joke-like origin, the Holy Backhand is anything but weak. It's forged primarily from nth metal, blended with traces of 8th metal, giving it both mystical adaptability and near-unkillable durability. The entire construct is infused with layered angelic magic, saturated with soul energy, and wrapped in a quiet but ever-burning holy fire that reacts to intent more than motion. It wasn't made with a purpose in mind, and All has no real plans to use it. But if he ever does, it wouldn't be out of necessity. It would be because the sheer absurdity of delivering a divine backhand is just too perfect to pass up. The Black Hole Bomb All created this one for a simple reason, because he could. The Black Hole Bomb doesn't rely on complexity or clever design. Its concept is as straightforward as it is terrifying. Once activated, it fractures space itself, spawning millions of black holes in an instant. Each one pulls, tears, and devours everything around it, overlapping into a chaotic field of gravity and collapse. There's no precision, no restraint, just overwhelming destruction on a massive scale. It's one of All's simplest creations, and easily one of the most dangerous. Acid Blaster, the Acid Blaster, looks like a simple revolver at first glance, and even fires like one. But that's where the similarities end. It's constructed primarily from vibranium, reinforced with traces of adamantium, making it nearly indestructible and able to handle forces far beyond anything a normal weapon could survive. It holds 10 rounds, but these aren't ordinary bullets. Each chamber contains a compressed core of black hole energy, used to contain and stabilize an impossible amount of hypercorrosive acid, enough to flood an entire planet. This acid isn't just powerful, it's absolute, capable of eating through a world down to nothing. In its default state, one bullet equals one dead planet. All created it purely for fun, but with a bit of control built in. The black hole energy is designed to collapse into nothing immediately after release, preventing lasting distortion. He can also adjust the output, choosing whether a shot spreads across a planet or compresses down to a much smaller scale. When reduced to something like human size, the same total force is condensed into a single point, making it far more destructive in an instant. Like most things All makes, it's less about purpose, and more about what happens when limitless power meets curiosity. Second Chance Crystals All created the Second Chance Crystals with a single purpose in mind: to protect the people he cares about. Using his omnipotent abilities, he crafted each crystal to act as a one-time safeguard against anything that could happen to its holder. When activated, a crystal will completely negate a single event, whether it's an attack, death, or even total erasure. It doesn't matter how powerful the force is or who is behind it. For that one moment, the holder is fully protected. Each crystal, however, can only be used once. The instant it fulfills its purpose, it shatters. When it breaks, it sends out a faint signal that All can sense instantly. From there, he can teleport directly to the holder's location, stepping in to ensure their safety beyond that second chance. Simple in design, but absolute in effect. Each crystal is a promise that no one under his protection falls without warning. The Glitch Control Key All created the Glitch Control Key as a backup tool, something to use when dealing with advanced technology. It appears simple, but once plugged into a computer or any connected system, it begins rewriting control at a fundamental level. If successful, it grants All complete access and authority over the entire system, spreading through anything linked to it like a controlled glitch. If direct control isn't possible, it switches tactics, releasing a massive payload of viruses created by All, numbering in the millions, each designed to disrupt, corrupt, or overwhelm systems in different ways. That said, it was never meant to break the absolute highest levels of defense. All didn't pour his full effort into it, so against extremely advanced minds and systems, far beyond typical genius-level tech, it may struggle or even fail entirely. It works best against high-level but not impenetrable technology, especially systems built on raw intelligence rather than endless layers of safeguards. In the end, it's less of a perfect override, and more of a powerful, flexible shortcut when All doesn't feel like doing things the hard way. Champion Brass Knuckles. All created the Champion Brass Knuckles as a tribute to his friend Oscar. Not because Oscar needed them, but because the idea itself felt right. Even though Oscar doesn't use weapons, All wanted to capture his overwhelming presence and strength in a physical form. The Knuckles are forged from a rare fusion of 10th metal, Uru, nth metal, vibranium, and Kachai-Kachin, making them incredibly resilient and responsive to energy. They're layered with enhancement magic, spells designed to amplify the user's strength, speed, and impact with every strike. On top of that, destructive effects like black fire and black lightning are woven into each hit, adding a volatile edge to their power. They're also infused with cursed energy and imbued with Haki, allowing the user to strike both physically and spiritually. Pushing things even further, All managed to embed Kaioken energy into the Knuckles, giving the wearer the option to multiply their power up to 20 times. However, like the original technique, it comes at a cost. The strain can damage the user if pushed too far. In the end, these Knuckles were never given away. All realized Oscar likely wouldn't want them, so instead they remain part of his collection, a weapon born from respect, curiosity, and the desire to turn admiration into something tangible. The Blast of Berserker. All created the Blast of Berserker as a tribute to another one of his friends, Berserker, and the raw, chaotic strength of his team. At first glance, it's just a compact bomb, but once triggered, it releases something far more unique than a normal explosion. Instead of a single blast, it erupts into multiple surges of energy, each one mirroring a different member of Team Berserker. Every burst carries its own distinct feel and force, as if their powers were momentarily brought together and unleashed all at once. The result is unpredictable, layered, and overwhelming, hitting from multiple angles in a single instant. All didn't design it for strategy as much as symbolism. It's less a weapon, and more a chaotic echo of the team's combined strength, captured in one detonation. All has created a prototype cure for red eyes, but the truth is he has no idea if it will actually work. It's only a prototype. All doesn't know if it can cure red eyes, what effects it might have, or if it could make things far worse. That uncertainty is exactly why he hasn't tested it yet. To be honest, All isn't even sure what this creation could do at all. At its best, it might heal or even create something as massive as an entire universe. At its worst, it could distort reality, turning something like a sun into a blue-black hole. Like he said, no one truly knows what it's capable of. Everything All used to create it. Orium and Omni Crystal, a small amount of angel blood, not from a time angel. A small amount of Genesis blood, given with permission. Red Eye's DNA, RD blood, glitch energy, a blessed Kunzite crafted by All and infused with every healing ability he could add. A power-up star, specifically the Mario version, Saiyan blood, soul energy, Titan blood from the Owl House Titans, Collector blood from the Owl House. Alien X DNA, a trace of Oscar energy, due to its ability to overpower and cancel out other abilities. Kryptonian blood, this mixture isn't just experimental, it's unpredictable on a multiversal level. That's all for now, end of part 1. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll start working on part 2 sometime soon. And hey, don't forget to smile. One smile a day can make someone else's whole day better. Bye.